Hey everyone, Novakastand here. I guess this is take two because I tried to do something in another game and I guess my computer was not having it. So let's try this. This is nice and relaxing. I don't really have to think about doing anything. I just have to play solitaire. And you can ask Trantia. I've been a solitaire maniac the last couple of weeks. I don't know why, but here I am. So, yeah, hello and welcome to solitaire, and more so, hello and welcome to a formal update video, because it's been a little bit since I've done a proper update video. Not to say that's a bad thing, because sometimes, if you've seen Trenta Nova, you know that update videos are, so sort of the meat and potatoes. And that's fine. Sometimes you need to keep people updated, and everyone needs to kind of know where everyone else is at. I figure it's been. I'm not going to look at my own videos because I'm way too lazy for that. But I don't think I've done one this year that that I can remember. So I think it's a good time, especially with a lot of stuff that's going on. And I've made some announcements in some places, and other places I haven't. And it needs to kind of be sort of consistent somewhere. So this is my big opportunity to share with the world kind of what's been going on with me and kind of what's going to be going on with the channel going forward. So obviously this isn't Silent Hill. If you hadn't already kind of caught on. A week ago, it was Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I just kind of wanted to take a day off from doing YouTube stuff. And I thought that it would be nice to just kind of focus on having some family fun. My wife and I baked a bunch of cookies. I was going to say cookies and confections, but cookies. So we made some cookies. And we had a pretty decent Christmas, and I'm pretty happy about that, obviously. And I hope everyone else had a whatever holiday that it is you celebrate. I hope it was a good one, no matter what it is that you celebrate. Now, there's a bunch of different stuff that happens in the December month. I think there's Kwanzaa and Hanukkah, and obviously Christmas. I think Rosh Hashanah's in October or September. That has nothing to do with this. So yeah, we were just kind of enjoying the holiday. And I came home from work today, way later than I wanted to, and I just honestly was not in the mood for some Silent Hill. So I just said, you know what, I am not going to do Silent Hill today. That just does not sound appealing. So my wife and I talked about it, and she said, yeah, just do something that, you can just chill out and just have a dialogue with your people. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a dialogue with my people. And I thought this would be really easy to play, just kind of turning my brain off. But now I'm like, oh crap, I can't focus and play solitaire at the same time. Let's get a fresh game going on here. Yes, play. Maybe that'll help me think a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, disable. Oh, we must. Oh my god! Sparta! As much as that was painful on my ears, I'm kind of glad that happened because I feel like that's going to be awesome in the edit. Anyway, where the hell was I? That took me by so much surprise. So yeah, no Silent Hill, just playing something that's very chill. Can't play because not chill. Wow, that really sidetracked me. So anyway, so there'll be a Silent Hill. If I might just buckle down and do one tomorrow morning, just to release it, just to have it out. Just depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow morning, obviously. We have a lot of things to do this weekend. There's a friend's wedding and all that, so that'll be super, super, super exciting. You can tell I'm very enthused. I love this friend to death, but it's always a bummer when you're like, I'm gonna have a paid day off from work, and then it's not a paid day. I mean, it's still a paid day off from work, let's be real, but it doesn't feel that way. And I am getting way off topic. So, possibly Silent Hill tomorrow. If not, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled Silent Hill schedule next week for sure. Not to worry. We'll get Harry Mason and his poor daughter out of there one way or another. And then eventually here, I've said it a couple of times on the end of videos, I am gonna pick up Colonial Marines again, because, oh my god, that's so loud. I need to finish Colonial Marines, obviously, as much as maybe some of you don't want me to finish Colonial Marines, and I'm sure Trinity is not super stoked that I even spent money on it, but I started it, and damn it, I'm gonna finish it. So yeah, Stasis Interrupted, I think, has got 4 more episodes to go or something like that, so I'm just gonna buckle down and I think get that recorded. In terms of recording, though, because I think that's all I have to talk about recording in the current time. So an announcement I probably should have made a couple of months ago. But if no one is kind of kept up to date with their Trenton Nova, oh, thank you for that. Super big announcement. My wife is pregnant, and I guess that means we're pregnant. So, we are having a babby, in March. So that's kind of the oh my god, this thing is happening of my life right now. So yes, that is a thing that is happening. We are super stoked. We know the gender; it's a boy. We know the name. That'll come later. I'm not going to post that on the internet without having my wife's okay on that, because she'll stab me in my sleep. And if you don't know my wife, she absolutely will. Please send help. So yeah, that is a thing that's happening. I'm gonna be a dad, and that's really weird. Definitely just ask Trentia how he feels, and I'm sure that's how everyone else will feel too, and it's perfectly fine. It's it's okay to have feelings that are unknown to us. But I digress again. Do I have an 8 somewhere? Oh, can I move this whole thing? Oh, I need about that. So with that, if you know anything about babies, they are a handful and a half. A lot of the times more than a half, I would I would argue. So with baby, there is going to come changes, and change isn't always a bad thing, but there will be changes. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to upload as much, and that's sort of a pickle, a conundrum, because this year I was very excited to kind of get back in the saddle, as it were. And I think looking back at this year, it's been a pretty good year as far as Novakastan's YouTube goes. I've been more or less consistent since. Gosh, I'm not gonna go. Wait, no, you know what? It's my video. I'm gonna waste all the time I want. I plan on hardly editing this episode. I got a couple of gimmicks I'll probably throw in, but this takes precedence, because this is a nice time to look back at the year that we've had. So, I uploaded the first Legend of Zelda 7 months ago. It doesn't say the exact date. Why does it not say the exact date? Advanced settings? No. I'm also not looking on YouTube itself. I'm looking in the YouTube analytics thing, which you would think it would have the exact date on there. But whatever. So yeah, 7 months ago. So that's November, October, September, August, July, June, May. So May or June. And I think there was a little bit of stagnation in between a couple of the episodes, but I think once Link to the Past started, unless I'm remembering it correctly, because again, I'm not going to go back because I don't care that much. I don't think that there was a whole lot of hiccup on it, which is, if you know me, amazing. So, yeah, I kind of mission accomplished in a way. We set out. That hurts every single time. Let's turn that a lot of the ways down. Much like Tranti and I's kind of resolution for the year, we wanted to do at least 1 video a week. I've faltered on that a little bit since I started consistent uploading in, let's call it like May, June. Obviously this last week, a couple of weeks in between. asterisk on that. There was a week or two since like November, maybe October, November, that I didn't upload, and I'm not going to go into it in super great detail because it's kind of a private thing. But there has been some family medical drama going on, so that's sort of a reason I haven't uploaded on a super consistent basis. But that's sort of looking okay-ish now, so that's kind of fine, I guess. So moving on. So yeah, we've been more or less consistent, and I'm very proud of that. I didn't think I'd ever get back to being like anything looking like consistency at all. So it's just amazing to kind of look back at the body of work, and that's still son of a bitch and loud. To look back at the work that I've done and just be like, wow, I gave my best. So this year has given me a lot of hope to continue doing YouTube, but getting back on track with the whole I'm gonna have a kid thing. Again, that throws kind of a wrench in the system. But if you've been watching your Trienta Nova, and if you've watched our latest update video, we discussed this thing called the contingency. And the contingency is essentially a plan for us to mass record a bunch of videos for the YouTubes in preparation for this Goliath baby having event that my wife and I are going to be experiencing pretty soon here. So the plan is for us to record I think 2 or 3 whole series, and I might get this wrong because of course I'm gonna get it wrong. But that is the idea, is that we're just gonna get a bunch of stuff pre-recorded, and then whatever comes out during this period, great. And then once the well runs dry, so to say, then we'll kind of go from there as far as when people are gonna be back, and if I'm gonna have brain cells after my brief vacation from the internets. I'm gonna have to spread some stuff out here, and that's gonna make me sad. So yeah, the idea is that the contingency will cover 3 months, so it'll cover March, April, May, uploading wise, and it'll for Trent and Nova, it's seeming like at least at the very minimum 1 video a week, but it's looking at this juncture like it's going to be about 2 videos a week if I had to put a fine point on it, which is kind of cool because even during such a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have a tan. Even during extenuating circumstances, we're still gonna be able to do a pretty good, sizable chunk of work, which is really cool. So yes, it'll kind of work the same way for Novakastand. The idea is that and Trentia has graciously offered, and I figured you'll watch this, so I thank you again. He's offered to edit my videos, so if in the next couple of days here, or next couple of whatevers, because I can't say I'm gonna do this in the next couple of days, I'm going to do a bunch of mass recording myself, and I'll send that off to him, and he will cut it up into chunks for me, and I, either upload it or what. We haven't talked about the specifics yet, but that is the plan. And it's a pretty good plan, and it's so good to be hearing it, because that means that while I'm on hiatus, this is it. While I'm on hiatus, I will still technically be uploading, which is good because I can continue my path down, still being consistent. Oh, let's revel in our victory for a moment. So yes, the contingency. I don't know if my contingency videos are going to be 3 months worth of content. I bet you I could do it, as long as we do it, 1 video at a time and not like 2 videos a week or anything. So I'm just gonna have to pick one of my longer series that I plan on doing and just knock it out of the park. In reference to Colonial Marines, I'm thinking that not that it's going to be a contingency video, like we're going to wait that long to get it pushed out. But I was thinking of doing Colonial Marines in the style of what Triente has offered, in the form of like, hey, just record a bunch of stuff and send it to me, and we'll figure it out. Because that seems, honestly, to be the easiest thing for me right now, with all the stuff that's going on in my life. So it is a very nice thing for him to do, and if you get any opportunity to stop by his channel and leave a nice comment or a nice subscription and tell him how nice he is, because he is a wonderful human being, and I literally could not have done this without him, and will continue to not do this without him. Yes, I was just checking my English there. So yeah, that's really the big bulk of what I had to say in 15 or 16 minutes. Saying a lot of things over and over again, I'm sure, because I'm my father's son and I can't help but do it. You should really talk to my dad sometimes. He's a hoot to talk to. So yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up. I mean, I did a whole round of solitaire, so you're welcome, internet. There is one other thing I would like to kind of mic drop at the end of this, though. So I'll stop playing for a second so I can kind of focus on speaking. So there'll be contingency videos, of course. We'll finish up Silent Hill. We'll finish up Colonial Marines. Trenti is going to do some editing on 1 or 2 series of mine or something like that for the contingency months of March through, whatever, however long that goes, while my wife and I are raising our son and I don't have time to do, my own video recording and uploading. There is a thing that I'm going to start as of it's not going to be uploaded tomorrow or today, whatever, January 1st, 2021, which is crazy. The first episode will be out before the end of the month, though, and it might have to be done on a bi-monthly basis, or I'm just gonna have to really try to crank a couple of them out before my son is born. But I am going to start a new series on Novakastand, and I don't think everyone is going to be cool with it. Not to say it's like a bad series or anything, like it's going to be controversial. Well, it's going to be controversial to a point, but you'll understand when you eventually see it. What I mean to say, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I get that. So, if it's not for you, that's great. I'm gonna stop playing again. You have no idea how much of a solitaire monster I am. My wife too. Like I said, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. But if it is your cup of tea, I would love to have kind of like a forum, a discussion in the comments, or talk to me on the Twitter, twitter.com/Novakastand, I think it is. I'll leave some links in the description to Trientia, my Twitter, and our YouTubes respectively. I'm not gonna take the gravitas away from the situation, so there's a little thing post video here I'm gonna put in that'll kind of be a little flavor saver, and there'll be more on this before the series actually comes out. They're still kind of in the planning pre-production stages. It's something that's going to require a lot of my time, more than just hitting record on a video game. But I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope that some of you will be too. So I'm going to pass it on to the little teaser, the flavor saver I've got for you. And then past that, I got nothing else for the day. I've said a lot of words in a lot of time, and actually not a lot of words in a lot of time, I guess. I've probably covered the same subject 1,000 times, like I've said before. So in the interest of not saying the same thing another time, I'm going to call it right now. 20 minutes is too long for an update video. So until the next thing that I do, whichever, it's probably going to be Silent Hill, let's be honest. Until then, Happy New Year's to everybody. Let's take a serious moment here to sincerely wish that this coming year is just even a fraction of a percentage point better than the year that we just had. 2020 was a rough one for various reasons. It wasn't easy for, I'm sure, anybody. And if you did have it easy, bless you. You're a lucky one for sure. But yeah, let's try to make the most of this year, and let's try to be better people. I think is the takeaway from what I want for this year. Let's all just be better people. Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. You know, not too much. There's too much enjoying yourself. Let's be honest. But happy New Year, and I'll leave you with this little flavor saver, and I will see you guys in the next thing. Bye bye.